I think one word that comes to mind is accountability. And I feel that was the first time I saw a coach really hold every player accountable. And whether you were Pavel Bure, Trevor Linden, Kirk McLean, a guy you like to watch, it didn't matter what your name was. He held you to a standard. And I think at the end of the day, any team wants to feel like every player is held to a high standard and equally, right? And I think that's where I think some coaches get off course, is they might treat some players differently than others. Now, I understand there's some leeway there when you've got a real skilled player, but at the end of the day, they got to be held to an accountability standard. And I thought Pat Quinn did that beautifully. Not only did he had the ability to hold the team accountable, he knew what your strengths were, and he allowed you to understand what your strengths were and allowed you to bring that to the rink every day, nothing more. You didn't need to bring more. And I think he helped you understand that. And when you get that from every guy in that locker room, understanding what their role is, held to an accountability standard, all of a sudden you can do great things. And I can remember one story in particular, and sorry, Trip, I'm blabbing here about
bring it on,
stuff,
baby.
But Pat Quinn, it was the first few weeks I was there, and the forwards weren't coming back in the defensive zone. And the defense were back there. We were trying to find an outlet pass. Nobody there on the wing. They were, hustling to get back at the hash mark to be there available for a breakout pass. And I remember Pat Quinn coming in the locker room after the first period, and his fist was about this wide. And he came in and he yelled at all the forwards to come back and hit the brakes, and he put his fist into the whiteboard, and it literally caved in from where he hit his fist into the board, saying, "You guys come back and you stop right here." And I'll just never forget that moment of feeling that everything, the air got sucked out of that locker room, and it just brought everybody into the same realm of knowing that, hey, nobody's going to be able to cut corners. We're all doing this together. And I think that was one of the moments that I felt the team just kind of, just take off. And so I always have great memories of, like you said, God rest his soul, and Pat Quinn and what he did for my career and what he did for hockey. I love the man.